everything is prepared to make a first test. Since it's raining and it's getting dark outside, I'm gonna do that tomorrow. That's the turbine. I hooked it up to the bridge rectifier already. Got some cables, an MPPT. I'll first have to make sure I don't exceed the 75 volts of maximum voltage before I hook it up. Then I have a battery to that I discharged a little bit to connect it to the MPPT. Got some tools there to connect everything. These are the nozzles, the different sizes that I can test. Since it's raining today, it might be possible to run a bigger nozzle tomorrow. This is my pressure gauge that I will install again. I'll put in this T connector. I'll have to get another small extension like this one. And this is the 3D printed part that goes on here like that. All right. It's the next day. It has rained all night, which is good. I've loaded all my stuff. I hope I didn't forget anything. I will first go to the water intake, see if everything's fine there, and then I will drive to the future turbine position, build everything, and then I'll do my testing. The water intake looks clean. It looks a little submerged, but maybe that's just because there's a lot of water. But there's no water flowing over it, so it should be fine. It's quite muddy. Since this is still open, I will do a bucket test and then I'll close it to build up the pressure while I'm unloading all my stuff. So we're starting at 15 seconds. Stop. That was 20 seconds again. So nothing has changed much, even though it rained. But maybe it was just not enough. Anyway, I will now close this to build up the pressure. Oh no, I can't. I have to install my other contraption first. As you can see, pressure has built up around about 4 bar, 4.1. We'll close that again since it's leaking. Now starts the first test. I've hooked it up to the voltmeter. We'll turn this on now slowly and then I will check the free spinning voltage. Oh, that's disappointing. Turbine is still spinning. I left it running to check on the pressure if it's dropping. If it was dropping, that would indicate I don't have enough water. But since it's still above 4 bar, that means the pipe is still completely filled and pressure is not dropping. So I'm gonna change to a bigger nozzle, to 4 millimeter, and see what readings we're gonna get there. I want to take the chance with a small flow to show how the water hits the splitter, maybe from that side. Do you have any idea how to improve this, or if I have to improve it? I made sure to put the nozzle as close as possible, at least with my setup. I might get out a little bit more, but I don't think it's necessary. But I think the alignment is maybe a little much to the right, but I think it's fine. I'm now changing the nozzle. The 3 millimeter is already out. I've designed it so I can use this wrench, and it's very easy to get in there in this tight spot, change it, and let's see if we have the clearance. Looks good to me. Go for a second test. 4 millimeter nozzle. First checking pressure again. Looks good. Turn this on slowly. That sounds better. Let's see. Okay. 27.8. I will leave it running again and see if the pressure drops. If it doesn't drop, I can then go for a bigger nozzle, and therefore bigger flow means more power and therefore more voltage, I guess. All right. Next test, 5 millimeter nozzle. Let's see. Sounds even better. Oh, nice. We're getting there. 37.3.4. Question is, how long would it stay like that? With my bucket test results, ChatGPT calculated it would only handle 3 millimeter nozzle. Right now we are running at 5. But I don't see any drops so far. I will now go and hook up the MPPT to see if it can work with some load with the 5 millimeter nozzle. Luckily I made a mistake with the cables. Hooked it up the wrong way. That's why it slowed down so much. I hope. I will open up. Let's see if the pressure is alright still, because I wasted some water. It is still fine. Okay, we'll test the 4mm now with load. Yep, spinning up alright. Nice. 30, 31. Now it's going down a bit. MPPT is now searching for the optimal point. Now it's going up again. 30. My main goal is to have any output at all. So if I get 10 watts from this continuously, it's alright for the first test. What I don't want is voltage below, let's say 26, 27 volts under load. If it's below, I can't do anything with it. But this is a 12 volt battery I'm testing right now, so it's no obvious it's going lower than 24. I will see what the Victron app says right now. I just looked it up in the app. It's around about 35 watts that it's producing. And here you can read the voltage going from 15 up to 17 volts with a 5mm nozzle. Spraying a lot. See if the pressure dropped. Nope, it did not. So I'm now going for a 6mm nozzle and see my readings right there. I've now changed to the 6mm nozzle, which is the biggest I have right now. I was trusting too much on the opinion of ChatGPT, which said with that flow rate I could only run 2 to 3 millimeters. Turns out that's not true. Yeah, let's turn that on. Yoo-hoo! Now it's turned down a little bit. The MPPT has kicked in. Let's see the voltage. Obviously going down. MPPT is searching its point. I will show you the results from the MPPT right here. I've been reading the results right now with the 6mm nozzle. It's running right around 17 to 20 volts with 60 to 65 watts. See what the pressure does, if it dropped. Yeah, dropped a little bit. It's now below 4. That means, whoops, it's fogging up. That means I can't run a bigger nozzle right now, otherwise the pressure would drop even further. I've been watching it quite a bit now. With a 6mm nozzle, the pressure is dropping, so I don't have enough water flow. And in the Victron app, you see how the wattage also goes down. And the wheel is
spinning slower. So with this, what was it, 20 seconds for 5 liters. 5 millimeter nozzle is the maximum. 6 millimeter is already too high. So that's it for this video. I hope you liked it. I'm very happy with the results. This is something I can work with. Next video will probably be about pulling cable to my house, connecting this system to my 24 volts battery and see what it does then. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Please leave a comment if you have any ideas how to improve this. Especially like, real improvements. I don't need 1% more or something like that. Of course, I know I could do this piping here bigger and further to it, but what it's gonna change. Anyway, see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.